Welcome back to Car Tycoon. But last time's video we did for many miles as possible, but it's absolutely miles driven is always 30. But the next car will be gonna be driven per distance. We'll be driving an uncommon for some other vehicles as trying to start all the way down into 1,000 credits. I mean some kind of lots of dollars is gonna be going on and more things we must drive for a very first time. This is gotta be way too weird. But first, we have to just gotta be doing for 1500 for this time. But starting for the common vehicles, you might be able to drive something a little bit else. Until before we gotta be exactly but worth it. But many things is absolutely gonna be making onto 69. Until we have 70,000. This is how the last one before we're going to be making our first ways to drive. After it's 50 miles, it won't be absolutely going to be taking for a very long time. But absolutely we're going to be doing this first. It's not absolutely for a Chevy C70. Looks like it mixed with Chevy C70 and Volkswagen Golf Mark II. Now it's something that is going to be making for more issues what is going on. But first, we're going to be driving for a $200 a rally car. We have a lot of them to collect more of them. Unless, the first thing is, we're going to be driving for a Chevy Express. Welcome to this old, for fashion, crazy ride for just a little bit. But 500 is absolutely making opportunity to get things more money as well. Well, it's time for our first miles that we never driven for about this one. And 65 miles per hour or 65 studs per second all over again. And $1,500 is should be gonna be getting in more in terms of space. And looks like how can we travel per distance per reward? And this is the mileage that we're going to be hit on to this one. If before we're going to be making onto this straight, it's still winter forever. And this update could not able to make things a little bit count. But where's my dealership, I guess? Maybe we're going into outside of their roads before starting pursuit. As always, it does not even matter that we're going to get onto this way. Until this moment, we'll be driving all the way around here instead of using a taxi driver to get all the way up here. Instead, this is not absolutely going to be very terrible as well. If I'm going inside of the interior, there is no interior available. About to get all the way around inside. But looks like if I'm just going to get up here as well, there are many things as possible that we have to start all the way down here. And that must be the premium dealership all the way down here. Looks like we're still having for a 65 miles per hour or kilometers or studs per second. Now it took me for long inside of the beach. It's a late winter drive by using a Chevy like this one. This is an absolute Chevy Express as well. If you look into this one, it's a absolutely Dodge Grand Van as well. It's exactly inside of this some kind of Dodge van for something like reasons. I'm pretty sure this is absolutely look not like the Chevy Express, but looks like I just keep on going. Is some kind of Ford Transit looks like. If it does not, it seems to be like this before. Maybe we can still having for plenty more miles to do. Unless this is gonna be for taking for a long road trip for this somewhere. At least this should be gonna be a very long drive to get all the way around on this map. It seems this is absolutely for making things for a very few stress miles as well. And things are just started to get not pretty working as properly. It's pretty not good as feeling okay. It's not very good about this 2 times the money. We'll be absolutely officially reaching up to $103,000. And we cannot able to use for radio. And because due to exact for game passes as radio, if I just started to do some radio, where is it? Some kind of donate money? and it won't be absolutely gonna be taking for very much time. I'm inside of the dealership number 5, which is I have, and we have absolutely driven all the way around here, but absolutely it feels pretty not so good at all. Inside of this dealership, it won't be absolutely gonna be. Where is my dealership as well? The premium is. We cannot absolutely find some radio, but feature on this one. If you're just gonna be doing to make some more, I cannot do for featured for limited time. I cannot do for limited release cars about this insane like these things as well. I'm not pretty sure about this one, and the boost things is as absolutely I'm not gonna be using for a little bit pretty not so good at all. If I just gonna be pretty not so well, if this is gonna be taking for a few miles on until for only last 5 miles driven about this one, is this should be gonna be taking for a little bit of miles, and we absolutely gonna be almost there, and there we go, 5 miles driven, and now you should able to take down for just a little bit, and I cannot able to drive over 5 miles as well. And looks like we have company for lots of money as well, until we indeedly reaching onto most likely for 100,000 as well. We can able to stand here before we're gonna be end of this video, but looks like inside of the besides of the rear. And if you can see for these videos to remember it for just a little bit once. And some of these videos are look like a rainbow cat everywhere for this all the way down here. And before, if you just rejoin the game in this settings, you have to mute sound and background music always on. And looks like it's time to start of the reroll machine to select these cars. I think it's time to re-roll the machines. We'll be checking out for just a little bit way. We'll be exchanged around for the car stand 8, for the car stand 3. It's time to change. We'll be epic into re-roll into casino. We'll be buying for $1,000 and buy some more. Against, well, let's do this for very 3 rare cars. We'll be rolling this again, and we'll be unlocking for, this is absolutely for the FBI vehicle, and success for a pay for new driving for passive $9. Looks like select your car is the police cruiser, and this time we'll be absolutely, I don't really think so about this. Well, I cannot able to use for the catalog, and using for the uncommon as well. Thanks for selecting your vehicle, and we have absolutely done it. We have the car stand 3 to spawn a police car as well, and we have a police car for a first police cruiser as well. And maybe I might going to hunt down some other vehicles such as speeding, and which is gonna be for our first kind of vehicles about to do this. Like I never say, I'm not gonna be using for this vehicle after. Oh no, I have been gonna be long down as well. And this is not pretty so good, and I must leave and rejoin another one. Successfully going on the road with this car, but exactly if we're gonna be doing to end of this video, I'm not gonna be worrying about this situation. About to unlock for this cars, and the next thing we'll be driving against 1-200 miles driven as well. Looks like if I just spawn this vehicle here, let me see if I gotta be driving around to get on this seat. If it does absolutely to take around for this miles, it does not absolutely work. Unfortunately, it does work that I'm just gonna be feeling a little bit great. But due to exact for an extreme amount of lag for just a little bit, it's not very good though to get all the way up into here. Let's try suburban drive. And to just gonna be driving for some vans and SUV. But pretty sure this is not very good about driving like this. This is an Australian vehicle, or just like imported to America. It is a very good example that we're going to be driving about this thing. Not a good example to drive along with this vehicle. But you cannot able to drive since in 1980s or in the late 1970s. But this is not very good example to drive, because I was exactly right as well. If I just might able to find a perfect dealership, I'm currently in the dealership number 2 or dealership number 3. Will we find all the way down here? If I just gonna be intensely for finding some rebates, this is the car that you should might able to break bad. Overall, it's not an off-road vehicle, it's a Breaking Bad series vehicle. Without further ado, it's not just I wasn't right about this vehicle. I wasn't wrong about this one, because I can't tell you why. Exactly, we have for our 5,000 and a little bit of amongst the miles we have driven. So if you've seen about this miles driven, about this only 2 miles we have driven for this. But I guess that's it for this one. But I can't tell you why until we started to break bad along with size. And this Sizer we should might able to take for an 4x4 vehicle along for its other sides until it won't be gonna be taking a much to do so. We have something kind of an all cars, an all cost. If you just say something for an all cars, stay in game for 170 minutes completed against for the Rift of once the time for just a little bit. Now we don't absolutely came up into here until we just absolutely gonna be staying for over in a little bit of Sizer. The game pauses for a very long time. That's not feeling so good about this because due to extreme amount of lag and because my internet connection is absolutely feels not good about this one. I feel unstable about this one making a lot of these foods. But unfortunately it won't be gonna be such as very possible. $216,000 as well. We came about this one and unfortunately I got distracted by my sister. Looks like the car started for just a little bit for literally now. Let's pick our just a little bit for roll again for $1,000. I cannot able to pick for my vehicles as well to roll again. It does not absolutely feel it's not pretty so good. But looks like this is the rare vehicle. We have already bought this vehicle. And this is the disable for just a little bit. I cannot use for the common vehicle. And junior vehicle as well. We won't absolutely gonna be stand over here. And this is the 2013 Tuno over here. And another one. I think we have to first rerolls and a lot of miles we have driven. And this is the exact another one. Which is as well. I had to select around this gonna be turned into 3 reroll against 1 time. Now I won't be able to reroll for this one vehicle. I think this purpose is gonna be doing like such a thing. I think I just spent $1,000. Oh no, reroll again. 123,000. I think I feel not so good at all. And this is not very good as well. Not good. Very not good as well. And I'm just feeling a little bit for the same cars. Oh no. I'm feeling such as a little bit bad luck. 2 police cars. And it does not absolutely select this car anymore. Because I feel so wasteful about this money. Because it does absolutely feeling so rebirth about this moment. I spend up to finish all the way up, but that's it for this video. If you like for today's video for itself to driving around and make some first rerolls against this time. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell. Thanks for watching for this one and this is Turbo Concept signing off, over and out.